What's going on, you guys? Thomas back again with another fact video. So I wanted to break down some news for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Sadly, it's been delayed to 2023, but let's forget about that, because we have some brand new details about the 15 minutes footage of Spider-Man into this Across the Spider-Verse. Part 2's title has been revealed. Let's dive right in. So Sony just dropped the 15 minutes of its upcoming sequel, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. And apparently, the studio revealed the Pixar sequel, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. And recently, the studio announced it was pushing the animated movie from October 7th to June 2023. The Pixar sequel, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 2, is dated for March 9th, 2024. So it's actually worth the wait. We have to wait 2 years for Part 2 and a year for Part 1. That's actually really cool, but I think that they shouldn't have done that. Anyway, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse will chronicle Miles Morales, the hero from the 2018 winner for Best Animated Feature, as he groups up with Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, and Spider-Gwen to face off against a powerful supervillain. That's cool. However, we promised to show you the 15 minutes of the movie, but you promised not to tell Tom, which is in fact Tom Holland. The audience played along, shouting out, "We won't tell Tom," which means that they are going to have to make a promise not to tell Tom. Now, I don't know if it's either Tom Hardy or Tom Holland, but let's get right to it. I've made this bit long so that I can read. Footage is set on Earth 1865, where Spider-Gwen is meeting Spider-Man from a different dimension. Miguel O'Hara, voiced by Oscar Isaac, they're swooped up on a bird, which O'Hara battles. I see as Jessica Drew shows up to join the fight on a motorcycle. She's a friend of O'Hara's. A helicopter falls from the sky, and Gwen and O'Hara use their webs to prevent falling and creating further damage. Now this is where it gets cool. Gwen encounters her cop father and tells him that she didn't murder Peter. "Do you really think I'm a murderer? I am your daughter." Gwen's dad begins reading her Miranda rights. So her father thinks that she murdered Peter, which honestly, if we remember in the first film, his friend Peter died. And Peter was his best friend. I mean her best friend. Now, let's continue. So, footage seizes to Miles Morales' version of Earth. His parents are him a meeting with the principal at school. His spidey senses sets off and leaves. The principal is voiced by Rachel Dratch, tells his mother, "Your son is lying to you. I think you know it." And Tom Rothman said he had a warning. Watch the fuck out. And he snarked, "I have a reputation to keep up." Now that's all from me, folks. But once we have more news about Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, trust me, it's going to be cool. Now, if we get some more news, I will make a video on it right away. And let's just hope there won't be any leaks of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse this time.